What's up, guys? How's it going? Little BRZ update video here. So it's been about a year since I posted anything about the BRZ, and only reason for that is I'm just not really doing anything to it right now. I'm just like enjoying it how it is, and just driving it, working and stuff. So the car's here, man. It's still in great shape. I think we're almost at 18,000 miles, right about. Yeah, so 17,862 miles. 3 oil changes in. You can see right there, I got my next oil change due next year in March. The car has been great, man. No issues with it so far. The one complaint that I do have is probably the windshield. A little splinter right here. We've got another little like chip up here. We've got a tiny one right here, and one right here which I attempted to repair myself, but it just wasn't holding well. I don't know, man. The windshield looks pretty cheap, but apart from that, I mean, the car's been great. So the whole reason behind making this video is because I wanted to show you guys my new front end on the BRZ here. So any mods that I've done to this car have been purely cosmetic, apart from the axle back that I've added on to the back of the car, which I already have a video on that, the Remark axle back. But my most recent addition to the car was the Noble Foglights, which are the STI style foglights, and the Noble lip, which is the STI style lip. So in my opinion, both great purchases. I got them from Import Image Racing, which I think is Noble's own personal distributor, or maybe they're partnered with Noble, because I haven't seen Noble pieces anywhere else. But Import Image Racing, I pretty much got all my stuff from there. I got it on a Black Friday sale, so most of the Noble stuff was on a sale price. And I got the foglights, the lip, a wiring harness that I think is specific to the Noble foglights, and a little add-a-fuse, which I didn't end up using because that got shipped later, but I really like how the lights turned out anyways. So all in all, I think came out to like a little over 300 bucks for everything, which I don't think is that bad, because the the STI OEM foglights are like, I think like $600 or something like that, and they're just the DRL. They don't have the turn signal function, which these do. So you can see right here my car is off, and you open the car and the little turn signal cycles there. I think during the day the foglights and the DRL don't come on, but at night when you unlock the car, it does come on. So I'll just do a quick one click right here. So the lights are on auto, but if you put them to the on position, you can get a taste of what the DRL looks like. So it's the OEM DRLs and then the added fog lights. Now if you decide to wire up the fog lights or the DRL through the actual add-a-fuse, which would, let's see if I can get this cover off with my hand. The add-a-fuse is going to recommend that you plug this in, I think either the 30 or the 10, which a lot of people do, but the issue is that they won't be wired up to the main headlight or the side marker. So the lights will be on at all times, but whenever you choose to unlock the car, the DRLs will not light up if the car is off. So essentially what that does is, if you add the fuse and you connect the lights to this, the lights will only be on whenever the car is on, in the ignition position or the accessory mode. So I haven't tried to mess around with this to figure out if there's a way to both add on the DRLs to here, so they're on at all times as well as connected to the headlights. So I just haven't messed with that yet, and I don't think anybody really has, because most people are satisfied with the functionality that you get from wiring this to the side marker. And if you guys want to see the wiring that I have, again, Noble provides the harness for the lights. So the main harness is on the right headlight. When you go to put these on, there's plenty of install videos and write-ups on this already, but you essentially just pull out the OEM fog cover or whatever, the air dam, through here. There's one bolt or one pop clip on the inside of this that you can access from under the car. Once that's removed, you just pull this out. It's just a bunch of clips. You're gonna run your wiring up in through the front bumper. You can take off the front bumper, and I've seen a lot of people do it, but I just turned my wheel inwards and I jacked up the car from the jack point, and I just ran the wires up through in here. So I removed the clips for the wheel well, and that's how they ended up being able to come up through here. So I fished the wires up. I got these in. Everything is plug and play with the Noble kit. So you're pretty much just gonna remove the turn signal plug and connect in the harness from the fog lights. That's gonna in turn give you another plug to plug into your turn signal. It's gonna come with one wire, which I ran all through here. I zip tied it to make sure that, you know, it's not getting caught in the fan and whatever. And then over here, so one part of the harness is going to connect to the other fog light on this side, and then the other part of the harness is going to run straight down to the city light or the side marker, if you decide to route it there, or if you want to just do the add a fuse and add it in here, then that's up to you. So one more click up to the full headlight mode. And you can see that's how the car is going to look when you're driving at night or with your lights fully on, which a lot of people do. I think it looks pretty cool, man. The fog lights are a great addition to the car, and, you know, as opposed to the smiley BRZ front, makes it look a little bit more aggressive, which I'm all for it. I know there's some fog lights that have like a startup sequence or some other kind of functionality, which these particular ones don't have. I think the ones that do have the startup sequence are through Rex Speed or Kami Auto or Kami Speed or something like that. So if you want to look into that, go ahead, but I highly recommend the Noble ones from Import Image Racing. They're not paying me to say this or anything. I just like, you know, to order from them. I haven't had any issues with them so far, and the one thing that didn't get shipped, which was the harness for the add a fuse, they sent it out like a week later, so that was totally fine. I love this car, man. I mean, just looking at it from all angles, I really can't think of anything that I dislike about this car. The side profile, the front, the rear. I was a real big fan of the GR86 front at first, but I think I'm starting to like the BRZ front a little bit more, even though it's got like that weird slant nose thing going on. But I love those fog lights. And the lip. That lip adds a lot of effect to it too. I think it's just because I got the GR wheels, the black ones. You can't really tell, but I mean, that front lip looks pretty sick on there. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, that's all I have for you. I just wanted to show you the Noble lip, the fog lights, how the car is doing. Apart from that windshield issue that I mentioned earlier, everything else has been totally fine. I haven't gotten anything serviced like for the RTV, or, you know, I haven't like worried about the oil issues. It's just my daily driver, and I live in a pretty mountainous area in Southern California, so I do drive a lot on those windy roads. So again, I'm at 18,000 miles almost, if you guys are worried about that, go get it checked out. Until my last oil change, which again is in 3 months, I'm not too worried about it. After, you know, that, it's gonna be, you know, my problem, which, I mean, I might get it addressed eventually, but if you're tracking it, definitely go ahead and get that checked out. But I mean, I'm just chilling, enjoying the car how it is. Damn, man, it looks sick. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions down below. If you are wondering what I might do next to the car, I think it's definitely time to lower it. I mean, it has a good ride height already, but maybe just lower it on the stock wheels. And then I'm thinking about getting this little spat right here, the STI spat that just goes on the front of the wheel right here. I already have the TRD mud flaps, so I don't want to get the rear one because I really like how those little mud flaps look. But maybe just that little spat, I think, is going to complete the look that I want on this car. Until then, guys, I'll see you soon. Hit me up on social media if you want to talk about the car. There's a lot of people that I'm really happy have helped me out with this car and any questions that I've had. I'm like a total amateur at wiring and stuff, but I was able to put on the fog lights by myself thanks to some friends that I have on Instagram. I think his name was... I totally forgot the name of the dude that was helping me out with my questions, but you know who you are, man, and thank you so much for helping me out with the lights. But yeah, guys, hit me up. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next BRZ video. Peace. This is the outro.